Hi, my name's Louise. I am here to talk to you today on behalf of Mid-Waste and Coffs Harbour City Council to talk about how we can actually reduce food waste in our homes. Today I have some beautiful locally grown seasonal produce. I got these directly through some farmers locally in our region because at the moment we have an abundance of kale. Kale is insane in this region, all different types of varieties. Basil's on the end of the season over here, coriander's coming in. Parsley's starting to come in as well. This one has gone to kind of, nearly on its gone to seed, but it's looking fantastic. I've got some beautiful local carrots here, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with the carrots in a minute, and some limes from my tree that I picked a couple of weeks ago that were super green when I got them, but they've actually gone a bit yellow. Super juicy though, don't waste them, even though they don't look really vibrant and green. I made out of most of these ingredients, or some of these ingredients, some kale and basil pesto. But I've shown these other herbs here for you to show you that you can make pesto with any herbs at all, any leafy greens, whether that be baby spinach. I don't tend to do rainbow chard or silver bee because it's got that little taste kind of in your mouth if it's raw, but I love any variety of kale to go with a herb. You can just stick to a herb pesto or even multi-herb pesto because that would be a beautiful aromatic flavour and taste in your mouth. I like to, some of the kale that I used was getting a little bit on the older side, but then I used some other fresh ones that I got yesterday. Now in my pesto, I've got, I never buy pine nuts, super expensive for our family. It's just an everyday food that we have. So I buy cashews and pepitas. Now when my kids are not going to school, I can put cashews and nuts in, but normally I just make my pesto with seeds so they can take it to school at any time. So this has got the pumpkin seeds, the green pepitas. And I just whizzed it up in this, home blender. I squeezed some lime. I put the nuts and seeds in. I pulled out a whole lot of basil. I did this with the kale. I didn't necessarily use the stalks for the kale, but I can use that in making some broth, soups, or I could give it to my chooks. That also has olive oil and salt, some sea salt in it. So I've blended all that up. I've put it in a Pyrex container. The lid's broken. So now I use these beautiful wraps to put on top so I don't actually waste that, so it actually preserves it longer. I love just to be able to add different flavours to my pestos over time. It's another way to be able to eat more seasonally, eat fresh, buy local. Why do we eat in season though? I think that's a really critical message that I want to share with you today. When we eat in season, we're reducing our food miles. We're getting better nutrients, we're supporting our local farmers, we're more connected to our land, our nature, by actually knowing what's in our region and what's in season in our region. Where do I buy my food from when I'm trying to buy as most in season? I go to local farmers markets where possible, or I go to the local greengrocer who I know consciously actually buys as much local food in season as possible. So, food waste is a really critical thing in every family that we need to really be conscious to reduce more and more over time. I think when we can do that, we can actually save a lot of money. And I think that's important to consider when we're all on a tight budget at different times in our lives, but also the impact on the environment, because so much energy goes into producing just a bunch of parsley. Enormous amounts of energy go into producing a bunch of carrots. So to waste that is just so sad. And we really, I like to think about what I can use in my daily snacks and meals that's in season for our family for lots of reasons. So I'm just going to try my pesto because I love pesto. It's one of my favourite things, and it's my sneaky way to get greens into my kids. I love the carrot, and the pesto has got a nice tang to it. They don't look great, but they're super juicy. That's it for me now. I'll see you next round on Our Living Coast on our website or on our Facebook page. Thanks very much.